In this video, let's talk about script conflicts. Script conflicts appear when two branches make changes to the same script. The best way to explore this, as always, is with an example. So let's immediately jump into a Unity project where we have one game manager script, which is as simple as it gets. It has a start game and a stop game method, and all they do for now is just debug something. Let's simulate the case where we have two developers that for some reason need to touch the script at the same time. So for that, let's quickly create two new branches. We are on the branch for dev2. So let's open up the script. And let's pretend that both developers have a similar idea, which is that they want to enhance those log statements by improving the visibility. And so our wise guy 2 dev here thinks that it's a good idea to add a new separator line here, which is made out of simple star characters. Okay, that's it. Those are his changes. He saves, checks in his changes. And he likes his changes so much that he immediately merges them into main. Obviously, because there was no simultaneous change on the game manager on main, we don't have a conflict in this case. So we can just check in the merge. That's it for dev2, but at the same time, dev1 also has an idea how to improve the debugging. And he wants to add a separator with some dashes. So this leaves us with the following situation. Dev2 merged his changes into main, and now dev1 also thinks that his changes are the right thing to do, and maybe doesn't know and didn't check that someone else touched the same file in the meantime. So he also tries to merge. And as you can see, we get a conflict. When we click on Resolve Conflicts, which is Plastic's merge tool for scripts, once again we have the familiar three-way merge view where we can see the source on the left, the base in the middle, and the destination on the right. The base is showing the state before we branched off. The source has the changes from the branch that wants to merge into main, which is in our case the branch of dev1 with the dashed line. And the destination has the changes that were merged from the other branch in the meantime, which was dev2 with his star separator. We can see a lot of C's all around this window here, which is indicating that we actually made changes to some method and did not just add something or delete something or rename something. And when two branches make the same change, this leads to a conflict. In this case, the best way to resolve the conflict is to go over the parts that are conflicting one after the other. And you can do that by this view on the left side here, which is showing you that there are two conflicts basically, one in the start game method and another one in the stop game method, which makes sense because we basically have the same situation in both methods. So when we now click on merge, we get another window in which we now just see the isolated parts that are relevant, and we can now choose which version we like. As you can see in the result view on the bottom here, by default, both versions are selected. But obviously, this is not what we want. Let's say that we like the star version better. So in that case, we can uncheck the source version And the destination version is still checked, so that leaves us with a separator with the stars. If you are immediately sure that you want to keep one version, so the source or the destination, and you don't need to look at the particular lines, you could just choose keep source contributor or keep destination contributor immediately here. Okay, this is what we want, so let's save and exit. And you can see this little bar here turned green. That means we resolved the first problem. At the bottom here, we can see the result. And now let's jump to the second one. And although it makes no sense at all, let's now choose the other version with the dashed line. And let's this time simply go to merge and say keep source contributor and exit. You can see the result is the same as we did before with the stars, just that this time we have the dashed line. So we are happy with that version. Both conflicts are resolved and we can choose save and exit. Now, obviously, for demonstration purposes, this was a very clean and simple scenario, which might not really be very realistic. Obviously, the conflict is very easy to understand when you choose to add two different separators at exactly the same spot in exactly the same file. In a more realistic scenario, the changes will happen all over the place in a script. And what's more, there will be different types of changes. So let's now have a look at a slightly more realistic example. We are back at the same situation as before. We have a game manager script that at this time is slightly more advanced. It has one more method. So this is the starting point from which we branch off. And in Plastic, you can see that we already created the two branches for the two devs, and we are currently on the branch for Dev 2. Dev 2 has a lot of ideas how you could improve the game manager again. So he thinks that we don't need a start game method because why? So he just removes it. Also, he doesn't like this log statement and wants to change it. He thinks that this method shouldn't be called save game, but rather save level. And finally, he wants to add some advanced logging method. Those are his changes. He's very proud of them, so he checks in. But in the meantime, also Dev 1 had the assignment to make some changes to the game manager. His ideas were a bit more conservative. For one, he wants to add a comment to this save game method. Then he worked on a new UI method. And finally, obviously, he also had the idea to add some advanced logging, but this time slightly different. He then also checks in his changes. And again, we want to simulate the scenario where both were working on the same file simultaneously. So let's just merge both branches into main. For the first one, there are obviously no issues at all. But as we would expect for the second merge, there is a conflict. Now, in a situation like this, you have two options. When you go to merge options, you can choose how you want Plastic to handle the conflict resolution. If you choose automatic conflict resolution, Plastic will try to do as much as possible automatically. That means, for example, if there are added pieces of code in different places, it will just add both. So if you know that both of the devs on the different branches carefully worked on separate methods, for example, you might want to choose automatic conflict resolution. If you have a situation like we have here, however, and you might already see in the diff that those changes are all over the place and maybe just happened because the devs were not careful and not checking if some other person is working on the same file at the same time, you should probably choose manual conflict resolution. When we now go to resolve conflicts, we do not have this nice list of actual conflicts anymore, but this does not mean that we cannot resolve the conflicts. The way to resolve them is to actually manipulate the result that we can see in the bottom part of the screen. What you can see by default is Plastic's suggestion how it would resolve the conflict. For example, you can see one of our devs removed the start game method, if you remember. And in the final version that Plastic suggests, the start game method is not in here. So if we think that this is an error, we can just add the method back again. Now, let's say we want to accept the changes in the log here. That's okay. We also want to accept this comment, and we want to add the show UI method. The only thing that's left to solve then are the advanced log methods. As you can see, Plastic's idea was to just add both. And in a way, it makes sense because there isn't really a way for Plastic to understand that they are actually doing the same thing, and it maybe only makes sense to only keep one of them. So let's say we think that the version at the top here is over-engineered and we only want to keep the bottom version. So we just remove the version which we don't want. Now, to be honest, I don't think that this is the most elegant version to resolve conflicts like that. Modern IDEs by now have more sophisticated versions, but in Plastic, this is what we have to work with. Let's have a final check of our result. And if we are happy and we think that we resolved the mess that the two developers made, we can save and exit. This is the script we are left with. We have only one advanced log method. We didn't remove the start game method, and hopefully we didn't break anything. Now, what you can see here is that you should try to avoid complicated merges on scripts. It might sometimes be inevitable to manipulate the same method on different branches, because maybe that's the only way how to integrate the changes of the different developers. But hopefully the more common case will be where different developers work on different methods, for example, and then those merges should be pretty clean and easy. So I hope you now have some idea of the different options how to resolve script conflicts, and let's move on to the next video.